Consumer-facing content with virtual and augmented reality technologies is really broad. It's been made by all sorts of different people who come from all sorts of different backgrounds, and it's often very difficult to talk about it. So we've commissioned this work because we think we can try and help bring out insights and generate a common language to talk about this content more on its creative merits rather than on the platform that it's built for.
So if you think about the early stages of film, for instance, it would have taken quite a while to get to the point where there was sort of public understanding and even an industry understanding around those different genres and formats. What Digital Catapult asked us to do was kickstart that process for virtual reality and augmented reality and other forms of immersive media so that we can really start the conversation sooner rather than later. Essentially, immersive media is a medium in its own right, but to be seen on its own terms, it needs its own terms.
This report is about identifying creative formats from a large set, and then a subset, and then a set of kind of best-in-class examples.
We combined data science with human curation and then audience research with focus groups as well to provide this three-part way of looking at immersive media landscape.
We've seen incredible feedback from the audience, and the report has revealed that there are these formats that are really successful because they play on the strengths of immersive media.
I'll give you an example of one of the formats that we found that you might be quite familiar with already. It's called the perspective shifter. A perspective shifter is great at showing you what it's like to be in somebody else's shoes. So for instance, Dancing with Myself, a piece by Jane Gauntlet, you experience what it's like to be out for an evening and then to experience an epileptic seizure.
Feeling a bit giddy.
Oh, lovely.
There you go.
Thank you.
Have what I always have.
I think so. Jane?
Fantasy Trip is one of the really popular formats that we've discovered. You might be familiar with the sort of experience where you're flying through crazy, fantastical, otherworldly landscape or space. It can leave you giddy or excited or maybe even relaxed. That is so different from, say, the perspective shifter. They're very different experiences and different rules apply. So experiencing already from this report the breadth of the immersive media industry so far and the kind of content opportunities that are on offer has been fantastic and a real eye-opener.
The sooner that we can start to talk about this content in terms of what it does for audiences and how it reaches them, the better we'll understand what the potential is for making good and also commercially successful content in the future.
Britain is well known across the world for the strength of its creative industries. And there's a new strand to the creative industries now, immersive media, creative immersive media. This report is set to unlock that opportunity by demonstrating the different types of content that have been and can be created. We want to inspire a whole new generation of content creators, a new generation of commissioners to really grasp this opportunity that we've got here in the UK.